Success is defined as that of accomplishment of aim or purpose. The purpose of the Norman McConney Jr. Award is to identify students who may not have had the highest GPA, but overcame personal and family challenges, persevered through hardships, showed progressive achievement, and may not have been otherwise recognized for their success.
Well, your award letter, letting you know that you got it.
Chosen as a recipient of the Norman McConney Jr. Award.
Let's go.
You definitely earned it. So you are our EOP student that has been selected for this award. And so congratulations.
So you are the recipient of the Norman R. McConney Jr. Award for SUNY Oswego, and you will be recognized.
Yay!
Congratulations, Mary.
We are here to celebrate your nomination for the Norman McConney Jr. Award.
So to you, Victor, congratulations on being accepted as a recipient to the Norman McConney Jr. Award for EOP Excellence for year 2024-25.
Congratulations, you've been selected to be the Norman McConney EOP Award recipient for the 2025 year.
No. All right. Well, congratulations, Sage.
Thank you.
All right.
You won EOP this year, so congratulations.
We want to thank you for your work.
I want to thank you.
Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. Got a lot of smiling faces out there. My name is Cesar Perales, and I have the privilege of serving as Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees of SUNY. I'm honored to welcome you to the 6th installment of the Norman R. McConney Jr. Awards for EOP Student Excellence. I'm surrounded by people who knew Norman McConney. He was a friend, someone I admired a great deal, as well as the gentleman he worked for, Arthur Reeve. We are here to acknowledge and celebrate the achievements of students who embody and exemplify the excellence of the Educational Opportunity Program and the man this award is named after. Each EOP campus was asked to nominate up to 3 students who they believed met the criteria of the award by overcoming significant personal challenges, persevering through hardships, showing progressive achievement, and who otherwise may not have been recognized for their success. Thus, we have the assembled winners with us today. We thank the many supporters, parents, and relatives who traveled near and far to join us today in recognizing the next generation of our scholars, our influencers, our entrepreneurs, decision makers, and leaders, all proud to be EOP students ready to engage, excel, and strive for the best versions of themselves. You know, if there had been an EOP program when I was going to college, I think I would have been an EOP student. Only because nobody in my family had ever gone to college. In fact, none of my parents even graduated high school. But it was something I had wanted to do for a long time, and my parents really encouraged me. I wouldn't have done it without my parents. But that's why I like these events. I get to see people I identify with, And I hope they understand that going to college changes your life. I even speak differently than when I was your age. You would think I was upper class or something. I mean, so I'm hoping that you guys learn to speak like me. Well, not exactly, but let me tell you what I am hoping for. I'm hoping that college changes your life like it changed my life. And I know it will, or else you guys wouldn't have been here and we wouldn't be celebrating you. So shortly, our MC for the afternoon, a member of the SUNY Board of Trustees, Marcos Crespo, will join us to guide us through the program. In the meantime, I would like to welcome Cheryl Hamilton to the stage.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Vice Chair Perales. It is very difficult to follow our Vice Chair. Can we give him a round of applause? I'd like to start by thanking our SUNY Board of Trustees for making all the work we do at SUNY possible. To Chairman Tisch, Trustee Lewin, Trustee Burke, Trustee Crespo, Trustee Vason, Trustee Harvey, to our campus presidents, Trustee Landa, thank you. To campus presidents, colleagues, and friends, thank you so much for joining us for today's very special celebration. Secondly, I'd like to offer my congratulations to this wonderful group of students. You are shining examples of our EOP family, and it makes me especially proud to be EOP today. We'd also like to recognize that the venue in which we are celebrating sits on the homelands of sovereign indigenous nations with rich histories and cultures that continue today, both within New York State and beyond. We recognize, support, and advocate for indigenous individuals and communities. By offering this land acknowledgement, we support indigenous autonomy and will work to hold ourselves more accountable to the needs of American Indian and indigenous peoples. And now it gives me immense pleasure to introduce our first speaker for today. Dr. John B. King Jr. currently serves as the 15th Chancellor of the State University of New York, a lifelong educator who brings a deep commitment to advancing equity and excellence for all students. Dr. King has worked at local, state, and national levels. Prior to becoming Chancellor, Dr. King served as President and CEO of the Education Trust, a national nonprofit which seeks to dismantle the racial and economic barriers embedded in the American educational system. Dr. King served as the U.S. Secretary of Education during President Obama's administration and as Commissioner of Education for the state of New York. Since joining the SUNY family as Chancellor, Dr. King has advanced the 4 pillars of SUNY: student success, diversity, equity, and inclusion, research and scholarship, economic development, and upward mobility, and we are so grateful to him for standing by those 4 pillars, particularly now. Please join me in welcoming our Chancellor, Dr. John B. King Jr.
Thank you so much, Cheryl. You know, as our Associate Vice Chancellor for Student Life Opportunity Programs and Student Advocate, Cheryl wears many hats, and she wears them all well. We are very grateful for your leadership. Can we have another round of applause for Cheryl? I want to express my gratitude and appreciation to our trustees for their incredible leadership. I know Assembly Majority Crystal Peoples-Stokes is going to join us, and we're very grateful for the support of the legislature and Governor Hochul to make our work possible at SUNY. I love this event, and so I'm very excited to be here with all of you, and thank you for inspiring us all, because the students we recognize today, you are the reason we do what we do, and it is exciting to celebrate with you today. Norman McConney and Assemblymember Arthur Eve believed that higher education at its best can provide opportunities and upward mobility to folks who were not handed those things easily. Norman and Assemblymember Eve knew that the opportunities education can create in turn become keys to success, to leadership, and to fulfillment. Each of this year's 50 Norman McConney honorees have known adversity and knocked over barriers to achieve excellence and success, and each honoree hasn't stopped there. They've reached out their hands and pulled up others too. Whether they are a single mother of two and domestic violence and sexual assault survivor who held down 2 jobs and earned a place on the dean's list every semester, or they're caretakers either for their own children or their siblings, or they're working multiple jobs, struggling to put food on the table, but have somehow maintained a full course load, or they're coping with unimaginable personal loss or mental health issues. And yet, these outstanding students somehow still have found time to dedicate to their communities and their peers. And maybe to some, that kind of grit sounds improbable. But one of the things I love best about this program each year is hearing not only what SUNY and the EOP program mean to our honorees, but hearing about the people who made their success possible, and hearing about the driving force behind their excellence, what inspires these students. And time and again, I find it's much like my own story. And some of you know my story, but I grew up in Brooklyn, the son of 2 New York City public school, yes, Brooklyn in the house. Grew up in Brooklyn, the son of 2 New York City public school educators. And they instilled in me a deep passion for education, but I lost both of them when I was a kid. My mom passed away when I was 8, and my dad when I was 12. And in the period when it was just my dad and me, my dad was struggling with Alzheimer's. And I didn't know what he'd be like from one night to the next. One night he'd be sad, the next night angry, some nights violent. Some nights he'd talk to me, some nights he wouldn't say a word. And home was incredibly scary and unstable. But the thing that saved me was school. School was the one place in my life that was safe and supportive and nurturing, and I was blessed to have teachers who gave me a sense of hope and purpose. And even after my dad passed and I moved between different schools and family members, it was always school that gave me that sense of purpose. But I struggled the way many young people who've experienced trauma struggle. I'm the first United States Secretary of Education who have been kicked out of high school. But folks didn't give up on me. They could have. They could have said, here's a Black Latino male, family in crisis, no respect for authority, struggling in school. What chance does he have? But they didn't. They chose to invest in me, to believe in me, to have more hope for me than I had for myself, and to give me a second chance. And so I feel blessed every day to get to do what I do as chancellor, because it is an extension of the way that those teachers and mentors invested in me. And so when I see all of you, I am inspired. It's the same inspiration that led me to choose a career as a teacher and principal and education commissioner and to work for President Obama as Secretary of Education, all driven by saying, how can we create for other young people the kinds of environments of support that saved my life? And so I see in you our purpose at SUNY, what we are here to do. And I see in the counselors and mentors and EOP directors who are in this room, teachers very much like my own, folks who make the choice every day to do all they can to help students succeed. This room this afternoon is a testament to what happens when passionate, resilient, dedicated people hold themselves to high standards and commit to lifting others up. To the mentors and educators and family members here who've helped our EOP students, I say thank you. Whenever I meet anyone in the EOP program, they tell me they wouldn't be here without you. Every time I visit a campus and I talk to EOP students, they tell me about the EOP counselor that's like a mom to them. They tell me about the EOP director who tapped them on the shoulder and reminded them to go to office hours with the professor, even when they maybe didn't want to, right? Well, I hear about the older student, the senior EOP student who chose to mentor the new freshmen and help guide them along their way. It's inspiring. One of this year's honorees has said she's never forgotten her mother's words. I see a light in you, and I want to see it through. So for all the folks who have seen these bright lights through their journeys until today, I hope you feel tremendously proud. And to our honorees, thank you for inspiring me, inspiring all of us, reminding us why we do what we do. You've earned these awards with your perseverance, determination, and spirit. On behalf of the entire SUNY family, I'm proud of you. I applaud you for your success. You now have the honor of representing your campus, your peers, the EOP, and the people who have helped you along the way. The network you're joining is an esteemed group of leaders, dreamers, and high achievers. And I know without a doubt, great things are ahead for all of you, and I know you will pay it forward, that you will look for opportunities to help others along their path to success, to help them follow in your footsteps. Know that each and every one of us will be cheering you on. Congratulations, and enjoy this celebration and all that you have achieved. Thanks so much.
Cheryl, if you thought it was hard following Cesar, imagine I've got to follow John. Buenas tardes. We could do that a little better. I'm from the Boogie Down Bronx, so let's give that a little oomph there. Buenas tardes. There we go. I see a Bronx side. I got an accent. I am Marcos Crespo. I'm a proud SUNY trustee. I also was a recipient of support from an education opportunity program, the SEEK program, which is a CUNY companion to EOP and HEOP. And I just can't help but think about all of the incredible stories that have shaped New York State, the country, the world, because of the vision of so many great leaders who took the time to not only fight for these opportunities, but over the years have protected these programs and their funding to continue to make those stories possible. And it is the reason that I stand up here today. I have a wonderful task of introducing the recipient of the Norman R. McConney Jr. Award, someone I have tremendous respect for. They gave me some really beautiful words here, but I can speak from the heart on this one. Because I had an opportunity before coming to SUNY, I served in the New York State Assembly. I represented the Bronx for a number of years, and I've served with some incredible champions, mentors, friends, and leaders. And I know the difference between those who talk a good game and those who actually walk the walk, fight the fight, and make things happen. I watched as this fearless leader stood up day after day in conference, talking about the needs across communities. And while she represented Buffalo and I, the Bronx, the connection was the same. The need, the opportunities, the promise that existed in our neighborhoods was the same across the state. There are incredible stories to be told if only given the chance to succeed. That's what these programs are all about. And so I watched her not only lead for her district, but fight for issues statewide. I saw her become the majority leader of the conference of the New York State Assembly, the same conference, same majority who in the 60s fought for the creation of EOP. I think about the giants whose shoulders we stand on, names like Arthur Eve and Percy Sutton or Basil Patterson or Shirley Chisholm or Angelo Del Toro, and there's so many along the way who for years fought to create opportunities. But creating something and maintaining it year after year, decade after decade, is two different things. And it requires leadership that understands that promise. Someone committed to the best interests of students, not only in her district, but across the state. And someone whose leadership continues to drive the vision and the outcomes for the New York State Assembly, the state legislature, and the best interest of the state of New York. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the recipient of the honorary Norman R. McConney Jr. Award, none other than New York State Assembly Majority Leader Crystal Peoples-Stokes. Eunice, could you join me? Eunice Vargas, my colleague from Buffalo.
Wow, I don't think I was told all of this. We just literally left Chambers and made our way over here. But thank you so much. I'm so honored by this. I want to say it was about maybe 5 years ago. Arthur Eve was being honored for his work that he put into creating initiatives like EOP and SEEK and all those others. And they asked me to come and be a speaker. I was surprised by that because I know that at least some people in his family still had a distaste for me because I dared to run for an office that he happened to be in. But since they gave me the opportunity to speak, I was really humbled by that opportunity, and I really said to him, you know what, Deputy Speaker, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even be here. That's a fact. Because my intention was to go to a historically black college. As a matter of fact, I'd already been accepted to 2, where I really wanted to go, Hampton or Virginia Union. But when my father heard about this, he was like, no, we don't think so, fella. I think you better. So I ended up at my alma mater, the great Buffalo State University, and I'm really, really pleased by the experience that I had. And so I wasn't just stroking the Deputy Speaker, I was being raw honest. Because if he had not created these initiatives, I would have went where I wanted to be, instead of going where my father wanted me to be. And most of the people who I know that went to college in the years that I went, by the time they came back to Buffalo, they was just visitors. They didn't come back to live. And so I probably wouldn't have even been in Buffalo. So I really do honor him for my life experience, because had he not created this opportunity, my life could be different. I could be retired in Virginia or something like that. Instead of being here, still working in the interests of people, particularly people who have so many needs. So certainly to Chancellor King and to the amazing trustees, thank you so much for considering me for this award. I have one other story I just want to share. And this is not to be negative. This is to be positive about Norman McConney. Powerful brother. He made things happen in that office that probably wouldn't have happened if he wasn't there. And when I became the assembly member in that space, he came to me in the office, set up a meeting. He said, I want to show you this. And he brought the budget. He said, right here in the budget, Arthur had got this amount of money for the EOC. And if you don't keep working on it, specifically right here, you're going to lose and somebody else is going to get it because he's not here anymore. He walked me through that process. And because he walked me through that process, there is an Arthur O. Eve, brand new, named after him, EOC in the great city of Buffalo. And I'm honored to be able to do that. So thank you very much, and congratulations to all the amazing students who are on their way to doing great things if they haven't already started, because I know it's possible if you come through EOP.
Awesome. Can we give the majority leader another round of applause? It is so good to be here with you all. My name is Gio Harvey, and I currently serve as the president of the SUNY Student Assembly, and I am a proud EOP graduate from Fulton Montgomery Community College. I see them right there. And from SUNY Poly, and I'm currently pursuing my master's degree at the University at Albany. Thank you. And I'm truly honored to speak in front of some incredible student leaders this afternoon. SUNY believes that higher education should be accessible and encourages all students to build a life where they can work hard to create a brighter future for themselves and to be a role model for others who will follow them. These two distinguished members of the EOP family truly embody this spirit. So I'm very privileged to introduce them to you today. Sanaya Sutton Barton, an EOP student from Monroe Community College with a major in Homeland Security, and Damien Nguyen, an EOP alumnus who graduated from SUNY Oswego. Sanaya is a dedicated student who excels in her studies and holds leadership positions on her campus and in her community. Not only has she played a key role in founding the MCC Women of Excellence organization, which focuses on mentorship, academic support, financial literacy, and more, she has led clothing drives and collected hygiene items for domestic violence victims and for many other organizations in her community. So this list just scratches the surface of what Sanaya does and what she believes in while being enrolled in at MCC. Damien, a previous Norman R. McConney awardee, holds a double bachelor's degree in human development and criminal justice, along with a minor in social integration and communications from SUNY Oswego. Currently, Damien is pursuing a master's degree in higher education and student affairs at the University at Buffalo, horns up, and an assistant hall director at UB. Damien actively contributes to creating a supportive living learning environment for students and as a graduate intern with TRIO Student Support Services. He focuses on assisting students in overcoming barriers to their educational success. Can we give them both a round of applause? And now, I'm very honored to welcome Sanaya to the stage. Sanaya, can you come forward?
Good afternoon, everyone. Okay, so it's not every day I win an award and, get up here to public speak, so bear with me. This is not even me. Where am I? Sorry. I need some assistance. Okay. Thank you. So when I decided it was time for me to further my education, I was a bit apprehensive. School was going to be a whole new journey for me. I was 9 years post-high school, and this was my first time attending college. I've been to trade school and received multiple certifications in the medical field, which was no longer helpful because of COVID and the mandates, so I was jobless. I just finished my notary certification, however, I wasn't utilizing it at the time. So I sat there on my couch contemplating what my next move would be, and whatever it was, it must be a good one because I'm not getting any younger. I'm a single mom of 2 grown boys, and I know what I missed out on as a child being raised by a single mother who worked multiple jobs. At that moment, I decided that I was going to go back to college. My mother only had the chance to raise my siblings and me until I was 13. My older sister was 15, and my younger brother was 12 before she passed away from stage 4 metastatic colon cancer. It is Colon Cancer Awareness Month, by the way. Get checked, age does not matter. My mother was an LPN, making decent money before her diagnosis. She also decided to go back to school to become an RN because bills were due, and her children didn't see her as often as she would have liked or as much as she would have liked. She knew becoming an RN could pay more and allow her to spend less time at multiple jobs. Watching my mother strive to be better and seeing how she couldn't finish her goal to be more present in our lives reminded me that if I want to move the world for my boys, I have to do it now while they're still young. And their memories wouldn't be of mommy struggling. Going through a divorce, losing my job, and having 2 babies at home was never a life that I wanted to lead and a life I never wanted my kids to feel. I got on my computer, I searched for MCC. Through my search, I scrolled through many majors, medical, writing, liberal arts, you name it. Nothing screamed, this is it, until I saw Homeland Security. So I prayed about it. I said, Jesus, show me the way. And he did. And I'm convinced that's how I found EOP as well. Because through all of the searching and finding a major, the biggest question was, how on earth am I going to pay for this? I found myself searching for financial aid and other opportunities, and it was by chance that I found EOP. I read through the mission and what would make an applicant qualified, and I matched it. First-time student, check. Resident of New York, check. High school graduate, check. And unfortunately, financial situation, check. The cherry on top of it all was the service I saw that they provided. As a first-time college student, I knew I would need all of them, and to this day, they haven't disappointed me. My counselor, Ms. Reyes, she is, yes, round of applause. She is the epitome of what it means to be a great counselor. She has helped me through everything, and I appreciate her and the EOP for the opportunity. Thank you, Ms. Reyes. I love you. Now, on my way to graduating this spring with my associate's degree in Homeland Security with the estimated 3.7 GPA. Thank you. It's a lot of work. I will be attending my first pick university at Roberts Wesleyan to obtain my bachelor's degree in Homeland Security and Applied Intelligence with a minor in cybercrime investigations. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a mother of 2 boys, working 2 jobs, and going to school full-time, striving for excellence and obtaining it. I refuse to be a statistic, and this isn't even half of my story, but everything about it matters because it has motivated me to do my best and be my best. So, thank you to my God, my village, Ms. Reyes, and EOP for helping me shape my future and my boys. Thank you.
Hello, Norman R. McConney Jr. Award recipients. Congratulations on receiving this amazing award. Some of you may or may not know me, but my name is Damian Nguyen, and I graduated from SUNY Oswego through their Educational Opportunities Program. Today, I've been tasked with sharing with you a little bit about my personal, academic, and professional journey and how EOP has positively impacted me. I can say through the academic coaching of my counselor, through the leadership of my director, and the mentorship of everyone else in the office, including the office manager, I believe that I was given the tools not only to succeed academically, but personally and professionally. I can say that in my undergrad, dealing with imposter syndrome, personal, social, and mental health challenges, EOP was always in my corner rooting me on and providing me all of the resources and support that I needed to succeed. After I graduated, it was a bittersweet feeling. I felt that I was leaving a family behind. But I decided to pursue a master's degree in higher education and student affairs at another institution. And one of the first things I decided to do was to look up if that institution had an EOP office. And luckily for me, they did. So one of the first things I did when I first enrolled was visit that EOP office and explain to them that I was an EOP graduate. And once I said that, I was welcomed warmly. I was given the support as if I never left the program. I can say wholeheartedly that I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for EOP. I can say that EOP is not just a program. EOP is a family. It is a network of people who are willing to support you in anything that you need, as long as it helps you succeed in life. Again, congratulations on your award, and I hope that you will graduate and feel that EOP has granted you the opportunity to be who you want to be. Have a good day.
Hi, everyone. So bear with me for a second as I collect myself. I just want to share with the recipients that, I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is a big deal. I don't know if you guys can tell, but you are part of a community now that is a big deal, right? I love my New York City students, but I often tell the students when I meet them, and I'll tell you where I meet them in a minute, New York City students love to tell me where they're from. Right? But I often say to them, and sometimes it stings a bit, but I often say, I don't care where you're from. Bear with me, because everybody's from somewhere. And in EOP, we're not interested in the business of where you're from. We're in the business of where you're going. So, Donovan, I'm not sure if I'm introducing the keynote or if I'm doing, and that's why I was trying to collect myself. Keynote. No. Student. Okay. I don't have a script for that. Hang on. I'm right. Okay, and now we turn to the reason we are here this afternoon. To celebrate these amazing students and their accomplishments. Can I ask Cheryl Hamilton, Chancellor John King, Trustee Eunice Lewin, and Designated Office of Opportunity Program staff to come forward and take your places for the award ceremony. We will call each student forward one at a time to receive their medallion and certificate and to get their picture taken with Chancellor King. Please hold off on applauding until all the students have been called forward. And yes, so please, everyone that I call, please come up and we will start the calling of the names, right? Okay.
Hi, so first up we have Sage Combs from SUNY Adirondack. Next up we have Dravid Etienne from University at Albany. We have Carlos Clark from SUNY Brockport. We have Esper Boenzine from SUNY Broome Community College. We have Osika Plageroon from University at Buffalo. We have Kiara Woodard from Buffalo State University. We have Kylie Donnelly from SUNY Canton. We have Jorge Jimenez from Cayuga Community College. We have Corey Cherizard from SUNY Cobleskill. We have Colin Kane from SUNY Corning Community College. We have Donovan Church from SUNY Delhi. We have Chrisanne Price from Dutchess Community College. Right. We have Stephanie Wyman from Empire State University. Gloria Bernard from SUNY Erie Community College. We have Erickson Louise from Fashion Institute of Technology. We have Griffin Ackridge Phillips from Finger Lakes Community College. We have Amy Lee from SUNY Fredonia. We have Carlos Gorman from Fulton Montgomery Community College. We have Michael Montgomery from Genesee Community College. We have Valeria Espinoza from SUNY Geneseo. We have Raymond Hebert from Hudson Valley Community College. We have Braylon Appleby from Jefferson Community College. We have Langley Holmes from Mohawk Valley Community College. Okay, I'm like, why is it? We have Sanaya Sutton Barton from Monroe Community College. We have Nikolai Glukov from Nassau Community College. We have Corey Carter from SUNY New Paltz. We have Alana Littleton from Niagara County Community College. We have Abdel Rahman Umin, SUNY O. Westbury. We have Daniela Hernandez from SUNY Oneonta. We have Christian Garcia from SUNY Orange. We have Mary Kofi from SUNY Oswego. We have Jolene Lynn from SUNY Plattsburgh. We have Zach Bird from SUNY Potsdam. We have Delise Kerr from SUNY Purchase. We have Ashley Lopez Hernandez from Rockland Community College. We have Najee Knuckles from SUNY Schenectady County Community College. We have James Marmo from Suffolk County Community College. We have Brianna Mullerland from SUNY Sullivan. We have Ava Poole from Tompkins Cortland Community College. We have Princess Giselle Burden Green from SUNY Ulster. And last but certainly not least, we have Amy Fanini from Westchester Community College.
So let's give it up for these inspirational.
Hold on, Marcus.
leaders.
I just want to make a small note about some of the students that couldn't make it today.
Okay.
Yes. Can we please have a round of applause for the students that just made their way up? I know we can get better than that. These students have overcome so much. Thank you so much for making your way here. Parents, you should all be proud of what you've done. Marcus. So now, thank you, everyone. I would like for us to take a moment to recognize the student awardees that were not able to make it to the ceremony tonight. We have Yesenia Lazama from Alfred State College. We have Denisha Beeson from Binghamton. We have Casey Harris from Cornell University. We have Ladani Jaira Leitner from SUNY ESF. We have Shayla Mallet from Farmingdale State College. We have Sori Sangare from Morrisville Community College. We have Mu Play from Onondaga Community College. And Victor Canella from Stony Brook University. Now we have the keynote, Marcus.
Yes, the keynote, yes. That's why, couldn't play baseball, couldn't hit the curveball. So I failed to introduce myself last time I was up. So my name is Marcus Watts. I am the Executive Director of the Access and Opportunity Programs at SUNY Geneseo, and EOP is one of those programs. So it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker today, Dr. Shannon R. Waite. First, she is a proud member of the EOP family, having graduated with both her bachelor's and master's degree from the University at Albany. Dr. Waite is currently an assistant professor in the Department of Educational Leadership and Policy Studies at Howard University's School of Education. She also serves as the principal investigator for her department's partnership with the District of Columbia Public Schools Equity-Centered Pipeline Initiative, funded by the Wallace Foundation. Dr. Waite is an award-winning scholar with over 20 years of experience as an educator, having received the prestigious 2024 University Council of Education Administration's Paula Silver Case Award. Her leadership also extends beyond academia, being a former mayoral appointee to New York City Department of Education's panel for educational policy and a former trustee of the Board of Education Retirement Systems. We are so pleased that she agreed to be with us today, so please join me in welcoming Dr. Shannon R. Waite.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is my immense pleasure to be here with you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Unlike everyone else who was smarter than I didn't send my stuff in, so I'm gonna be on this phone, so bear with me. But I promise you, Donovan, I'm gonna come in at that 10-minute mark, okay? Okay. So I am so grateful, and I have to start by saying I am so incredibly humbled to be here. There might be times where I get a little weepy because this event is amazing. As I stand here with you in this moment, I recognize that my own journey with EOP started in the summer of 1997. And it started shortly after I graduated from high school. I am from Highland Falls, New York. Y'all have never heard of it. Woo! Nobody has ever heard of Highland Falls, New York. So I'm excited. And I graduated from James I. O'Neill High School, and about 2 days after graduation, I was up in SUNY Albany, where I was met by the Dr. Carson Carr, who infamously, during his speech with us, pulled out $60 and let us know that if we were not fully ready and willing to embrace the opportunity before us, he had bus money to send us home. And fortunately for me, my counselor was Abdul Jarvis, who talked us all off the bus, off the ledge, I should say, right? So we never made it to the bus. And as I stand here today, I am so humbled and grateful and honored because this is a full circle moment. This is a full circle moment. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Thank you. It's been a wonderful experience to observe all of the honorees this afternoon, and seeing your friends and your family stand there beaming with pride as you are acknowledged and you're receiving the recognition and for the effort and the work that is so commendable. The fact that you have demonstrated the effort, the dedication, the commitment, the see it through, the stick-to-itness, or the grit, as some of my colleagues in academia would say, just demonstrate why you all are so deserving of this award. And when I was invited to speak by a colleague of mine, now while he wasn't EOP 1997, we did go to college together, and that is Mr. Osei Ajiman. And I was quite flattered and excited to speak. But leading up to this moment, the more I learned about the program, that flattery and that excitement turned to conviction. And it turned to conviction because Shannon Brown started at SUNY Albany in 1997, and she left SUNY Albany in 2003. And when I left with a Bachelor's of Arts in Political Science with a minor in theater and a Master's of Public Administration. And since 2003, I have gone on to earn an additional master's degree in a Master's of Science in Teaching Adolescent Social Studies, because Fordham says it that way, okay? And a doctorate in Educational Leadership from Fordham University. And none of any of that would have been possible without my faith. I'm a person of faith. My family, which is inclusive of EOP. So as I stand here to talk to you all today, I don't come to tell you about my journey as an EOP student. I don't come to tell you how EOP set the stage for my success. I have come to share with you that your future is standing before you, talking to you today. I come to share with you that with EOP as your foundation, you can achieve anything. Anything. I would say it one more time, louder for the folks in the back, but this mic is loud, so I'm not going to yell. And I have come to tell you that no matter what circumstance, situation, or struggle you face post-graduation, it doesn't matter because you're already equipped, because you've come through trials, tribulations, circumstances, hardships, everything to get to this very point right here. So there's nothing that the world can throw at you that's going to break you. And I have come to tell you that there is no job that you aren't qualified for, and that you could never be reduced to being a particular type of hire or filling a quota, because as an EOP alum, you are phenomenal. And I already mentioned I'm a person of faith, but I have to qualify this and say that I have come to tell everybody, right, inclusive of folks whose faith practice is not practicing faith, that all of y'all are your ancestors' wildest dreams. As I look across this room, I see gorgeous, brilliant, exceptional, and outstanding students. This recognition is the first of many. And if I, who was the daughter of teenage parents who scored a 940 on her SATs, who had the same college counselor as my mother, who told her that all blacks should go to a 2-year college, can earn 4 degrees, and go on to teach at the first and only historically black university that is newly minted as a Research 1 institution, you all are not only going to be able to do what I do, you will go further, you will ascend higher, you will surpass what I've accomplished. And I know this to be true because I'm a living witness of all the good that is EOP. Your foundation is unshakable, and there is nothing that the Educational Opportunity Program has not set you up to be successful for. Finally, as I conclude, I'd like to acknowledge Dr. King's forward-thinking leadership. Dr. King and team, along with the trustees. I would like to acknowledge, particularly in such a politically charged environment, it would be easy for all of you to feed into a deficit narrative and to limit resources that were created, the foundation for this program, right? Our room right now is filled with future doctors Shannon Waits, congressmen, senators, and potentially SUNY chancellors, right? And so I want to thank you personally for your unwavering support of the Educational Opportunities Program. Additionally, your vision of expanding resources by supporting 3 programs that can ensure that New York State's best and brightest are guaranteed access to the gift that is post-secondary education is notable. So by investing in EOP, ASAP, and ACE, and ensuring that New Yorkers of all incomes and backgrounds can benefit from the supports and resources of this great state is commendable. And can we give them all a hand? Rather than turning the conversation to an either or, you all have decided to flip that binary from EOP or ASAP ACE to EOP and ASAP ACE. And that takes courage. So on behalf of all current, future, and past EOP students and future Norman R. McConney Award winners, you have our sincere thanks and gratitude. Thank you so much.
Dr. Wade, before you leave, we would like to present you with a thank you for being with us today. And so on behalf of the entire EOP family, we would like to present you with this honorary medallion. Thank you so much. Yes, okay, just making sure. So before we conclude today's ceremony, I would like to offer my congratulations to this wonderful group of students. You are shining examples of our EOP family. It makes me especially proud to be EOP today. I'd also like to offer my congratulations to our honorary Norman McConney Jr. Award winner, Crystal People-Stokes, who unfortunately had to leave. She had to get back to fight the good fight for us. And thanks to all of you for joining us to celebrate the success of these remarkable students. I know everyone who is here and who is watching online today believes in you and can't wait to watch what you all do next. So finally, I would like to thank the Office of Opportunity Programs team, also known as the Dream Team, and many other SUNY professionals whose efforts have made this day so special. Have a great afternoon.